forgot my microphone. Let's see. I got muted problems here. I tried to do something and something muted. Yeah, let's see. Forgot my microphone. Let's see. I got muted problems here. I tried to do something and something muted. Yeah, let's see. Give me 2 seconds, everybody. I totally forgot to put my microphone on. So, one moment. I'll be right back. We're going to go dark for just a moment. And we're back. All right. I know, right? Stupid. I totally forgot. This is what happens when you're busy doing stuff. I don't know. Let's kill that. Yeah, I was trying something new, and that just, I don't think it's working. I killed that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, man. This is what happens when you don't stream for a couple days. You forget everything. But we got a lot of people hanging out. Good to see everybody tonight. Juji, Gloria, good to see y'all. Let's see. Glenn Kamada, what's up, buddy? He liked that Charvel picture. That's a funny one. I figured I'd get started off with a good classic funny picture there. I was a young kid right there, man. I was real young right there. But that was fun. Those were days. That was my first real guitar right there, which is cool. Chris Liggett, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Cletus and Clovis in the house. What's up, guys? Good to see y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Shaquille shaking the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you off. Oh, man, Fort Max, you could kick off some deal. We never do that. We never do that early. We got to warm up first. That's how we do around here. So with that being said, let's get warmed up. Oh, man. getting warmed up. I haven't played since Sunday, so that's I gotta get back into it. It was a nice vacation too, I gotta say. But a lot of great people hanging out with us tonight. Good to see everyone. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so if you're having a good time. We would appreciate it. Fort Mac, thank you, buddy. Tuda and Jose K. There you go, buddy. There you go, Gloria. Zach G. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Glenn asked, Rick, does your pick angle change when you play pass? No, it doesn't. I'm always at a. I'm trying to think. If you were at a. Try to see if you can see it. If it was a straight angle, like just a straight, I'm always about 45-degree angle every time, all the time. Juji says these warm-ups are just insane. I know. It's how we got to do it. SG, appreciate that, buddy. There you go, Clint. Donald James in the house. What's up, buddy? Els 3Yama, what's up, buddy? He got dubs in the chat. Appreciate you there. Fort Max, I got some classic requests coming for you again. All right. SG, I don't know any Ramsey. I've heard a lot of their stuff, of course, but I never learned it, to be honest. Hollow Creek in the house says, glad to be watching again. Need the shreds in my eyes while I work overtime. There you go, buddy. We'll try and get you through it. We got plenty for you tonight. Plenty for you. Donald James, like, Rick's already cooking. I know. We got the salt, pepper. We got it all ready here. Saver Toss Chance says, sick, my boy, mind blowing. Great job. Total respect. Thank you so much, Save. Keith Demmel in the house. He says, much love, brother Rick and crew. Rock me through the darkness. We got you covered for that. And let's see. Here you go, Fort Mac. That's what I'm talking about. Corinthians es orgullo. Obrigado, mi amigo. Good to see you. Don says, Rick is heating up the grill, getting ready to throw down some shred meat. That's what we got, man. The finest shred meats we can offer. You're welcome, Glenn. Alan Gray, what's up, buddy? He says, my ears are warmed up and ready. There we go. All right, well, we're gonna go deep into the shred territory now. We gotta really get cooking now. With a classic Murder Hornet jam, the Jam 5 Long. Let's give it a shot. now we're cooking now. That's a good one there. If you're not warmed up to that one, then you're not ready to play. I think I'm good. We got a couple more though. Get the show warmed up on top of everything. Big Adam, he says, hi, what amp are you using? What's your tone? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. I don't use any amp here. It's all virtual plugins, so VST3 plugins. I'm using Amplitude 5 by IK Multimedia. It's a great plugin. It's the best plugin I've used yet. And I tried them all, honestly. But it's a fantastic plugin. It's usually on sale for $100, but otherwise it's $300. It's very expensive if it's not on sale. But I do use a JTM 45 Marshall Plex amp inside of it, and MXR Distortion Plus. Those are the only two things that I use there. Let's see. Dot Lee, hello to you. Mark Farrell, thank you so much, buddy. Nachi Cat in the house. How you doing, buddy? Glory Award, thank you there. John says, Rick's fast picking is like a cheat code. Now people can do it. I know, right? I got that Game Shark. That's all right. I got a Game Shark stuffed up in me. Soon appreciate that. Don Pedro, what's up there? Jackson Watson, there you go, buddy. Juju said, Bonner gets tired beating eggs in the morning. Gotta keep practicing. Thank you, Gloria. Lessons with Marcel, thank you very much, bud. Let's see. Cleus said, if you didn't have a Jackson, what would you play? Cleus got a 1985 Charvel San Dimas Super Strat Zebra, and he must have been 35 or 36. Well, dang, that's cool. If I couldn't have, if Jackson wasn't available, I'd go with Charvel. Yeah, I grew up playing Charvels, and then switched to Jackson when I became had some money in my life. But yeah, Charvel, and they're literally the same, close, but they're neighbors for sure. Let's say that. But I have three classic Charvels in the closet. Actually, I got one sitting around here too, not too far. Holly Seri, I use a Blackline Revolution 2x2 to plug in my guitar. It goes to my computer. That goes into Studio One. Then I use Amplitude 5 like I was speaking of earlier. There you go, Zach. Extreme Electric says, who's your biggest musical influence? I would have to say Yngwie J. Malmsteen and Mozart. Those two guys for sure. Val says, Rick, I'm letting my show listen to you. That's awesome, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Your Detour, there you are, buddy. Good to see you. Red Tile says, hi, Rick. Good to see you. Now I need my guitar fixed. You going to rip it up, or is this a Q&A? It's always a ripping up, and then a Q&A. But we got you covered, buddy. We got you covered. We're going to slide into something right now, actually. Because once I'm done with the chat, we moving on. Let's crank this one out. Nice chill. That's how you gotta do it. You play fast, you play slow, you play fast again. What are we doing next? I think we're gonna step into the shadows for this next one here. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Great comments all around. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so if you're having a good time. Love to see you come along with us. Let's see. Grace says, when did you get into guitar? I was about 14 years old. Maybe just turned 14. And I was really into Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Deep Purple and stuff. I wanted to learn the riffs. And so I asked for a guitar, and I got a really, really old guitar to practice on, and it was horrible to play. But I struggled through it. I got through it. Val says, I'm going to give my chat a Rick sample. There you go, brother. Appreciate that. Eddie says, you ever listen to Angry? Yeah. A long time ago, yeah. I think it's the Fireworks album. That's one of my favorites for sure. Zach G says, Jackson for life. You know how we roll, brother. You know how we roll. Don says, I saw that pic you posted, Rick. I thought it was Eddie Van Halen. Then I saw it was an Yngwie type. Yeah, I wanted to be Yngwie really, really badly as a teenager. So I did everything I could to try and be like Yngwie. Didn't work out as much as I expected. But yeah, classic pose, the classic Yngwie pose, the snakeskin boots. You know how we roll. Val said, he'll be back. No worries, brother. No worries. T-Bird, what's up, dude? Nachi Cat says, temperature's rising. You know how we do. Extreme Rex says, how long was it before you switched from acoustic to electric? I mean, I started on, it was a hollow body acoustic with a pickup. So yeah, it was a good year. I had to prove to my mom that I was serious about playing guitar. So after a year, she saw that I progressed. She said, okay, we can get you that Charvel you always wanted. So that was where I went. Zach Crawford, appreciate that, brother. Glenn Kamada knows Charvels are beautiful guitars. Yeah, there's a story about that guitar in that picture. It's a sad story, honestly. But yeah, I love that guitar. It played really nice. It was a really nice playing guitar. It sounded amazing. It was a Model 4, which was like, one's just almost the highest step. That Model 6 was after that. Around that time. It was a beautiful guitar. And I broke it partially. I'll tell a story one day. Juji said she liked that one. There you go. Chris Liggett, thank you, buddy. I can't read that name. Looks Russian. He says Optivec, but hello to you, buddy. Piper's Constant Key Jams. It's my birthday for a few more hours. Please play the Star Spangled Banner because it's way more happy than effing birthday. I feel you. I don't know. I don't know it. I hear it in my head, but I don't practice on guitar. Something like that. I need to. I want to make a orchestrated version of that though soon. I like to try and play some of these big sports team shows. Do the national anthem for this big sports teams around here, like Tampa Lightning and the Rays and stuff. That'd be pretty dope. Solar Ram, thank you so much. JP Monteros, thank you, buddy. Glenn says you seem very classical. I am. Yeah, absolutely, Glenn. I listened to classical music as a child. Grew up listening to it. I studied it in college for a good 2 years. Yeah, it's very much part of me is classical music for sure. I can't read that name, but it looks like Optivec. It looks Russian, but thank you, buddy. Solar Ram, there you go. Eddie said, that was wonderful. Thank you, sir. Solar Ram, appreciate that. Germinator, what's up? He said, hope you're having a great night. I am. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well too, buddy. Yeah, happy birthday to Piper. Everyone give Piper a birthday shout. We appreciate you. Nylon Nelson, can you sing Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain? It's my favorite song. It means a lot to me. Nylon, no, I never even heard that song. I don't know what it is. It doesn't sound. I've heard Crying in the Rain by Whitesnake, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. But I've never heard it. Eddie says, have you ever listened to Angry? Yeah, I told you, Fireworks album. I used to listen to that constantly. Too Hyper, what's up, buddy? I'm doing good. How about you, bro? Charlie Escobar, there you go. Good to see you, my man. DDS Mike, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? I'm pretty old. If you were here on my birthday stream, I would have told you. But for now, you can go to Google. Google that. How old is Rick Renstrom? Promise you, you'll get your answer, my friend. Duck Goose, what's going on, dude? Let's see. Charlie knows Doc and Sure for the Win tonight. The Beast from the East. It's one of my favorite live albums of all time. You Dietrich says some Bach for you, Rick. This is a buddy of mine from Chicago. Oh, that's cool, brother. Good to see you, man. I remember the name. Yeah, we've seen you a couple times in here. Extreme Luck Lou says, I was in Vienna last month. Went to see the Vienna Philharmonic. Mozart was half the concert with 4 seasons. I'm sorry, but chamber music puts me to sleep. How about you? Yeah, chamber music. I like the full symphony, symphonies, man. That's where it's at for me. There you go, Juji. See, it's knock. It's docking. You know how we do. Brady Lewis said, that'd be sick if you played the national anthem. I would love to. That would be cool. I got to work out a nice rendition of it, a neoclassical version of it. I think it would go wild. Chris knows. He says, who's there? Let him rock. You know that's right. You're welcome, Piper. Have a happy birthday. My birthday was last Monday, a week ago. And we partied on that night for sure. Street River, I'm trying to learn a backcountry solo. I kind of got most of it. It's like a... That's all I learned so far. I don't have time to learn stuff, buddy, but I'm trying to. I like the solo. It's one of my favorite ones from those guys. Let's see. Steve says, if the house is rocking, don't come knocking because it's docking. You know that's right. DDS Mike says, dang it, back to Google. Hey, just open another tab. It's all good. Street Reaper, hello to you, buddy. Abe Singh, hello to you. Good to see you. Street Reaper, this is a Jackson Dinky Reverse Pro, 1992. But it's a Strat shape, yeah. That's what kind of like it, Strat shapes. Your teacher says, save my last link for later. Rock, I appreciate that, brother. Ray Tesla, I was going to say 55 because he listened to Malmsteen, and his first album was 84. You are not too far off, my friend. You are not too far off. Extreme Luckers, where did you go for your first rock concert? Kiss, 1978 or 77? I can't remember the year. Oh, it was 77 or 78. Oh, Christopher Bonavino says, I'm finna roast. You can try, homeboy. You can try. Because I'll roast you right back. Try. Please. We love it. Aiden says, I have a joke. What does a James Bond doorbell sing? Dong, ding, dong. There you go, man. Evan Kelly in the house. Cletus says, Docket Unchained the Night. Cletus saw them open for Aerosmith 83. Dang, man. That's a classic right there. That's the old school Docket. I saw him open for Judas Priest on the Under Lock and Key tour. That was a beautiful show. Aaron said, might post a photo of my guitar soon, Rick. That's awesome, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, YouTube gave me the keys to this community today. So let's try it out. Throw some stuff up there. Let's see what we got. I'm happy to see what you got. That'd be awesome. All right, let's kick into the shadows here. And let's not get caught too bad in the shadows. Let's go. the shadows, we have made it out, and we're back. Let's see. All right, we're moving along tonight. I like it. I like it. We got some album tracks coming up next here. Let's get those queued up. A lot of great comments. If you didn't know, last year I re-released my solo album. It is here on my YouTube channel under the Releases tab. It's also available on iTunes and Amazon. We're going to be playing a few select pieces from that album coming up. So stick around to check that out. A lot of great comments here. I do appreciate each and every one of them. What do we have? Where did I leave off? All right, I remember that. All right, I remember that. And Aiden says his first concert was the Ghost concert at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus. Nice, dude. That's a big place, man. That's probably nice and crazy there too. Extreme Recluse says my first rock concert was Blood, Sweat, and Tears back in '69. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's a good one. Well, your Dieter, he's watching Pink Floyd at Soldier Field. 70, he was 6 years old. Yeah, buddy, I was 6 when I saw the Kiss show. That's an old school. I got a picture of that too. Me, little kid with the Kiss shirt going to the concert. It was amazing. Tyler Shep in the house. How you doing, Tyler? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Rude guy, appreciate that, brother. Evan Kelsey, I'll be back. Give me a second to post my acts. Nice. Let me know. I'll open her up. Tyler, Stardust has Tyler's channel. If you have not seen Tyler Shep yet, and you enjoy what I do, you really enjoy what Tyler does. And he's put out some cool stuff. He got a great video of how to play the song "The End" by Mammoth, like how to do the crazy part. He nailed it. It's a beautiful video, Tyler. Very good. Aiden said, okay, Aiden that was February 7, 2020. That wasn't too long ago, Aiden. That's a good start right there, bud. Unknown God says, nice playing. You played way better than me, brother. I appreciate you, Unknown God. Never worry about things like that, my friend. In the immortal words of Carlos Santana, I'm no better than anyone, and no one's better than me. Always remember that, my friend. Always remember that. Tyler says, cool community thing to do. Yeah, it's unlocked. I got it unlocked today. They sent me an email. I was like, oh, shoot. Let's go. I've been waiting for it. I've been hearing about it. The only thing I'm mad about is I don't have the leaderboards yet. I was like, where are my leaderboards? Extreme Recluse says, where do you get your tracks from? How do you get them? I make them from scratch. Everything you hear is made from a blank canvas and built to the top, bud. Yeah, I do everything in my studio here. Rude guy, thank you so much. Appreciate that, Street Reaper. Dylan says, all I can think of is hearing the end of Egyptian metal is going to space eventually. There you go, man. Nashi Ket, thank you, buddy. James Lara, appreciate that. Anthony Koo in the house. How you doing, Anthony? Good to see you. Piper says, double tap that screen for world peace and unlimited metal juice boxes. I like it. Josh Pinales, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you there. Tyler Shep knows them shadows. On Random Coquero, muchas gracias, amigo. Mike Lovato, thank you very kindly for that. True that, Frankie. You know how we do. There you go, Tyler. Aptovec area from Russia. Spasibo. Edward Nugent in the house. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you, man. Hope you're well. I'm doing great tonight. There you go, Tyler. Glenn says, sorry I always compare your playing to Marty Friedman, but you're still around. I appreciate it. Hey, man, Marty Friedman is a legend. And if someone's comparing me to Marty Friedman, that's quite a compliment. I appreciate that, Glenn. And I need to bring the picture up. I have a picture of me and Marty Friedman. I keep forgetting to show everyone. When we hung out in Japan in 2004, can you believe it? Thanks, Josh. Thank you, James. Little Frosty says, Shred Fourth King, you know how we do. Mike says, somebody sign him into a band. Hey, if I'm making $100,000, I'll join in instantly. So I got to be making more than that, man. There you go, Donald. Piper says, almost at 100 likes. Well done, peeps. Almost all hearts. You got the double tap. Here you can do it on guitar, and you can do it on your phones. Absolutely. Vegas Bud, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Josue Gillen, thank you, sir. And let's see. Tyler says, Rick's picture at 16 looked a bit like Jason Becker when he was, yeah, a little bit. A lot of us looked similar. I think when I was younger, people thought I looked like Lars Ulrich. I had a little Yngwie-ish look, too, because of the Swedish part in me. But, yeah, man, that was some times, man. I was just a bit older than you, but it's crazy. It's crazy how time flies. And you look at it and go, wow, that was old. I got older pictures than that, though. I have to break those out, too. Cletus and Close, there you go, man. Appreciate you guys there. Rude guy, thank you so much. A lot of comments popping off. We appreciate all these comments. Keith Morgan, thank you so much, my friend. Bill Smith knows what's up. Rick rocking out as usual. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Nashi Kit, thank you. Extreme Recluse, thank you so much. Don says, you see those shoes he was wearing? I know. Tyler, you need to get yourself a pair of snakeskin boots, man. That's your next purchase. Thanks, Extreme. Piper says, almost 30 likes. My birthday is complete. Now, here we go. You're D2. You know what's up. Serious Shadows. Not typical, thank you. Josh Pinellas, that was called The Shadows, or just called Shadows. It's a original we play on here. I don't know if I have it. I haven't done a playthrough of it yet. I probably should do that soon. I just put a playthrough of Storm Rider a couple days ago. James Lara, thank you. And nothing on Spotify, anything other than the War of Thrones and Leash Law band that I was in previously. If you're interested in those, I'll be happy to post those links for you. But yeah, I don't put my stuff on Spotify. It just doesn't seem worth it to me if you do the math. Noah says, you need to learn from me. Well, you got it, buddy. Go to my channel. I got plenty of instructional videos on how to get you up there, buddy. I appreciate you. David Giorgio, what's up, brother? Hollow says, I feel so young. My first was 2014. Well, there you go, man. We love it, man. We got young people. We got older people. We got, you never know. We're all one big happy family around here, that's for sure. T-Bird says, first concert I was with Clinton Gregory performing at Camden Park in late 80s. Camden Park? Is that in West Virginia? I know about Camden Park. Awesome. Thank you, Tyler. Absolutely, buddy. Jeffrey Codd says, Rick, who was the person other than yourself that really believed you were something special? Probably my mom. You know, she was skeptical at first, but once she saw the progress and me doing it, she's like, I want a house in Malibu. I have not bought that house yet. I'm working on it still. There you go, Donald. Absolutely, buddy. Cletus Close said, Rick, if you haven't heard Michael Harris, String Theory, it's awesome. I've heard of Michael Harris, but I don't know if I've heard that one particularly. I will check it out, though. Judy says, great to hear everyone's first. Absolutely. It's always fun. David Thomas says, see, my first concert when he was 10, the Eagles, Hell Freezes Over. Now, that's a good concert, too, right there, man. That's a good one. There you go. Tyler, Fort Mac, his first was Nazareth. Nice, dude. Nice. Noah Higginbottom, thank you so much, buddy. K-Dog, what's up, dude? Appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Silver Server says, hey, man, what guitar do you use? It's this one here. It's a Jackson Dinky Reverse Professional from 1992. My favorite. This one is my favorite of all 5 I have. Rude Guy, no worries, buddy. Thanks so much for hanging with us tonight. We'll see you soon, hopefully. Leandro, what's up? Obrigado, anybody? Noche to you, man. Extreme S, when do I do live stream? I live stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. We do 5 nights a week around here, bud. There you go. Tyler Stacks, what's up there? Oh, man. We're almost done with these comments, I think. They're going off the chain. Tyler asks, how many countries have I been to? I'd have to think about that. Mostly Europe. Obviously Japan, Germany, Switzerland, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Belgium, France. I don't know if I think we played like right on the edge of Spain. We didn't play in Spain. It was like right on the edge. I think that's all I can think of right now. In Japan, of course. Puerto Rico, that's not really a country. That's all I think of off the top of my head, but those were some of the best. Why isn't that? Have you thought about growing a beard out more? No, I don't like it too much. I keep it, it's like, what's this, about 10 o'clock shadow? Leandro says, you play a lot. Say hello to Jail City. Hello to Jail City. Good to see you guys. Gloria says, how many countries? I didn't count how many that was, but my favorite is Japan. Second favorite would be Germany, and third would be Switzerland. Those are some great countries there. But Japan is amazing. I would love to go back to Japan. I would love to go. Adolfo says, where are you from, Chief? I'm from Akron, Ohio. That's where I'm from. Tyler says he sees a little bit of Lars. Yeah, when I was younger, for sure. For sure. Costumes for all occasions. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Obrigado, Leandro. Stuart, I sure don't, buddy. I mean, he wants that real. He wants the real stuff. Is this it? Something like that. I never really learned learned it. I just listened to it the other day for like a minute, and was like, oh, okay, that's how it goes. Downside, I removed that comment because someone already answered a question about the boots. No worries, buddy. Sunflower, I'm doing great. How you doing tonight? Juji wants to hear the king. All right, before you go, we will do it. If you have to leave or at some point, let me know. We'll get to that. I promise you. I promise you. Extreme says, who really pushed you or encouraged you to work really hard at getting better? My guitar teacher, my second guitar teacher was really awesome. He gave me all the stuff I needed, and he was really helpful, and just kept. And I wanted to be Yngwie, and he knew how to play like Yngwie, so I kept working and working and working, and he kept pushing me and giving me more stuff to work on. It was pretty cool. All right, Anthony wants the link. Sure, buddy. Let me pop those up here for you real quick. If anyone else is interested, I'm just going to copy and paste all this into one big blob here. But these are my previous bands, Leash Law and War of Thrones. These are Spotify, so if you're into Spotify, check them out. That probably didn't translate well on the paste, but we'll see. There you go, Josh. There you go, Donald. Kill the King. That's a ripper too, man. I love that riff. King's about to kill. That's strange. I can't remember the rest of it. I love that riff though. Chad, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Okay, T-Bird says, yeah, Cannon Park's from West Virginia. He has a lot of memories. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, man, we play a game called Fallout 76, me and Stardust, and it's based in West Virginia. And it's got all these places. Cannon Park is like in the game. The White Springs Hotel. God, there's so many big landmarks from West Virginia, and this is really awesome. It's really fun to play too. Zach says you should perform at a local venue, bro. Yeah, not around here, man. Tampa's weak, man. Tampa's weak. You play for like 27 dudes or something, man. I need to get a real show with like hundreds and hundreds of people, or thousands if I could. That would be where it's at. Violet does VR. Hello to you. James Lara, Judas Priest was my favorite band, buddy. 100% favorite band. TX, yes sir, we're going to be playing something in just a few seconds here. Jeffrey says his first concert was Black Oak, Arkansas. Nice, dude. That's some serious stuff right there. Hollow Creek says, do you have 5 Jacksons or 5 Tolkiens? I have 5 Jacksons. Yeah, 3 Charvels on top of that. 2 Fender Strats and 2 acoustics. William says Def Leppard Pyromania was his first. Dude, that would have been a sick concert, man. That's when Def Leppard was just raw and awesome, man. And not to say they weren't awesome after that, but that was when they were really, really pumping it out. Zach says he uses a Jackson concert bass 4-string. Very nice, man. Chad says there's a lot of people on here tonight. 105 likes. Double tap that screen, everybody. Indeed, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, Tyler. Yeah, Czechoslovakia. Yeah. This is in 2000. This is probably in the early 2000s. So yeah, it was a long time ago, man. It feels a long time ago. It's like, what, 20 some years now? It's like, oof, where'd it go? Zach G knows Jackson for life. Osman bin Ahmad, good to see you, brother. There you go, Tyler. He knows Czechoslovakia. Yeah, it's right on the edge of what, Germany, I think it was. It was a weird little place too. It was like they had 0 air conditioning. They had 0 air in this place. It felt like a sauna in there. I was like, oh God, let me out of here, man. And it was like, it was in January, so it was freaking cold outside. I didn't even care. It was so hot in this club. I was like, let me outside, please. There you go, John. He says, I'm going to give me a Jackson for Life shirt after I get the Rick Speeder shirt. There you go, bud. Asman, good to see you, brother. Noah says, what's good about Japan, if you don't mind me asking? I think Japan was really awesome. It's just the culture there is amazing. The people are super amazing. They're super nice, super friendly. They love when American people come over there and play music. They're super dedicated. It's just amazing. And of course, the city itself, Tokyo for sure is just a beautiful place. And there's so many things to go see. It's just really, really cool. Cleus and Clovis dropping that super chat. You guys rock. He says, keep it real, Rick. Always love how you read all the fans comment. Us too, always love you. Much love to you, Cleus and Clovis. We appreciate you all the time. You know how we do. Not scared. There should be a counter for the Fire and Flames request. I know, right? And I'll play it now. I know how to play it. A little bit of it. Crow King, what's up, buddies? I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing good. He says, keep rocking. I'm always blown away. Appreciate that. Sunflower's doing well. Good to hear. Good to hear. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Where we almost done with these comments. Corbino says, $50 donation if you does the shirtless guys. Well, come to my OnlyFans, Corbino. Actually, let's see what Corbino looks like. I'm curious now. Oh, look at this. Look at. Oh, Corbino's into that kind of stuff. Ooh, I like it. You know what it says on his channel? His name is Corbino6969. Ooh, yeah. And then he says, eat my $, $sign. Oh, yeah, you like that kind of stuff there, Corbino? And then he's got a Faith Hill playlist on top of that. Wow, dude. That sounds wild, bro. Yeah, Corbino. I can't even say it. Anyway, the Anti says page not found. Ryan says 96 quite beater beings. You never know, man. You never know. Let's see. Richard Mo, what's up, buddy? Juji says, what is everyone's oldest band shirt? I don't have one anymore. I think the one I had that I loved the most was the Deep Purple Perfect Strangers tour shirt. Saw Rob got a shirt from 2013. Warlord of Art, thank you, buddy. You got it at the show. Nice, dude. Williams in Ohio, good to see you, brother. Sick from the cushion in the house. There you go. Aiden Alfaro, appreciate that. Harpsichord of Mozart says, can you show me a shred scale made easy? I don't think there's any shred scale made easy. They're all the same scales. And everyone how about this one? How about this one? Real simple. What are we talking? What do you think of? Something like that's pretty cool. That's an easy one. Real slow. I'll do it real slow. You can replay this later if you like. That's the slow version. Here's the fast. Let's see. It's Archetype knows for sure, man. I got a Game Shark on me, bro. Donald said he went to see Def Leppard and Styx back in 2008. That's what's up, man. It's Archetype. I appreciate you, brother. Okay, Tyler's got. He said now it's those two flags. Gee, Tyler knows his flags. I don't even know. Tyler says you wouldn't go to Finland, you wouldn't like Finland? I would. My grandfather was from Finland, and I could have went when I was about 15 or so, but it had to be with my grandma and my grandpa, and they were very strict. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. I love my grandparents. They're passed along at this point, but they were extremely strict. Extreme strict. Igor, I've been playing for 27 years now, buddy. Cletus said, Cletus got an MC5 shirt, and he got the Blue Oyster, Boston, Hart, Van Halen, and said, dang, dude, you got some good ones there. Anti knows Finland rocks. Yeah, I'd love to go there. It's a beautiful country, man. Evan Kelly knows Burns coming. Nashikeo's feeling that. Six says Docs and the Trolls was not on my bingo card. That's how we roll, brother. That's how we roll now. You don't come in here and say nothing about nothing, or we gonna get you. I got power. I got more power than these little punks. So much. Bass guitar drums, what's up, buddy? Willis Notham, good to see you, buddy. Glenn, come on, I got a loudness t-shirt. Dude, that's sick. That's sick, man. That's a nice, I need to get me one too, man. I need to look for one of those, man. That's cool, dude. Juji had an 80s Motorhead shirt. Dang. There you go, Tyler. He said, Extreme List said, be truthful. How many times you told your buddies that you couldn't go out because you needed to practice? All the time. All the time. I probably missed so many parties. I didn't even go to prom. I was playing a show when my high school's prom was. I didn't even care. I was like, I'm playing this show. I don't care about no prom. I did not do anything. I skipped so much stuff. I sat in my room and I played till my fingers bled, pretty much. He said that because of the saunas. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. If it's private, hey. Serene Comer, I got you coming right up, buddy. DJ Dorn, what's up, dude? Extreme Recluse says the Scandinavian countries are my next bucket trip. Yeah, I would love to go to Finland and Sweden, stuff like that. For real. Evan said that's why Igor has Hunchback 20-seater bent over that guitar. I know, right? T-Bear wants to go to, he wants to get his Citroen 2CVs restored. That's nothing wrong with that. William S., thank you, buddy. We covered the chat. Let's roll into Symphony 40. This is a track off of my album. It's available here on my YouTube channel. Just check the releases tab. The entire album is free for streaming. This is a standout track called Symphony 40. Let's go. Symphony 40. That was a cool one. That worked out. Very nice. Very fun song to play. We'll get the next one ready. And we got a lot of comments here. Appreciate everyone hanging out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. We go live 5 times a week. We put videos out every single day of the week. And we have a lot of fun. We have a great community here, along with a new community page on my channel. So make sure you check that out if you're a subscriber. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, I remember that. Kiwi88 says, yo, Rick, you rate Prince as a guitar player? Love the streams. Rock on. Yeah, absolutely. Prince was a great guitar player. Had his own style. There's no doubt about it. Not too many people could play like that, or write like that. And as much feeling. On top of that, Prince could play everything. He was also an amazing producer, amazing singer. Yeah, Prince will go down in history as one of the greatest musicians ever, for sure, easily. Donald says, I'm starting to feel Rick bagging on trolls, and the comedy is extra content on top of the Shredfest. Indeed, man. We got it covered, man. We got it covered. If you got a channel, you come here trying to play, you better not have some videos on there, man. I'll come get you. You better not have nothing on there. You better be like a little a circle with a letter in it, because if I see some stuff, we going hard. We going hard. Ghoul World said, hi, Van Halen. Who's Van Halen? That Van Halen? Gloria, there you go. Tyler knows Symphony 40. Let's see. There you go, Clint. Appreciate that. Nashi Ket knows. Let's go. Juju's loving that Cheetos dust, man. Cletus and Close said they're embarrassed to say they saw Alan Freed's Big B. Dude, that's amazing. You know how historical that probably was? Not too many people can say that. That's pretty historical. I would not be embarrassed at all. I probably would have enjoyed seeing that. That's crazy, dude. That's awesome. Juji, there you go. Peace in the house. How you doing, Peace? Good to see you. Luis Saez, good to see you, my friend. Vanessa Baqueta, hello to you. Anti's got that link if you want to play like me or get close to that. This will get you there. That video, exercise every guitarist should know, is a great exercise. It helped me get back in this shape after not playing for 2 years. So I promise you, if you just listen to what I say and practice it, you will get somewhere. You will get further along. Thank you, Vanessa. Eric Wenger, thank you so much, buddy. Gloria Ward, there you go. Rabbit, he says, amazing. I love the way you play. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Tyler. I say I got a special. Before I move on, I have a special thing for Tyler. I'm working on it. I almost got it all done. I got all the keyboards, all the drums, all the stuff done today. I just got to add some rhythm guitars and a little extra specialness. And I think it's going to be fun for when Tyler does his live stream. He'll have something, some fun to play. So be on the lookout for that, Tyler and everyone else. And make sure you subscribe to Tyler's channel because it's going to be pretty cool when it's all done. Let's see. Belinda Toko and Goa, thank you so much. Belinda, God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thumper says, dude's playing makes me want to raid a village, but end up being here and saving the village from poor conditions. That's very noble. I like it. Anti's got some links to my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. If you're in the donating mood, all proceeds do go back and come back into the studio to help me record out and record songs and upgrade my studio and stuff like that. So appreciate it. But you being here is the most important thing, so we do appreciate that. Nashi Kit says, love how you make even a single note sound beautiful. Thank you so much, buddy. That is a gift from Uli John Roth right there, because that's what he does. And he's one of my favorites. Gloria says, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, everybody. You got to do it. There you go, Tyler. I like that. Symphony 40. It's very regal looking. Chris Liggett, thank you. Nashi Kid said, and then comes the face melting speed. Absolutely. Chad, appreciate that. He says, amazing how you make that guitar talk. I love it, man. I love it. Thank you, buddy. Nashi Kid, thank you, my man. T-Bird says, music is still a lot louder than the microphone. Weird. It's very strange. I don't know. What are you listening on, T-Bird? I listen back to these streams every day. Every time that I record a stream, I go back and listen to it on one of my other phones with like some real normal Apple earpods or whatever, AirPods, just wired ones too, you know. And I don't hear it because I don't know what it could be. T-Bird, I'm not sure, brother. Kinsey Cat from Indonesia, can I teach you? Make sure you scroll up a little bit, Kinsey Cat, and check out that exercise link I had anti-posted. That can help you right there. Peace, thank you. Donald James, so a little circle with a letter in it. That's what, man. Juji wants a little maiden riff. All right. Let me rock one out here. Anthony says, can't do Jimmy like that. I feel you, man. Jimmy don't want to play. T-Bird, he snacked on Doritos Minis there. That's what sounds good. Chris in the house, what's going on? All kinds of fun stuff, Chris. You know, it's Tuesday. Troll Tuesday. Something. Thumb Thumper, what's up, brother? Antique said Prince. I mean, oh, I don't remember. Oh, can't do Prince like that. Yeah, Prince is amazing, dude. I got nothing but good things to say about Prince. People don't even know, people barely know this album, but Conspiracy album by Prince is one of the first ones I ever heard. And it's fantastic, man. But people don't know that when they're Purple Rain, and then everything else that. They don't talk about Conspiracy. That's real Prince right there. That's mega funk Prince right there. Gratitude, how's it going? T-Bird says, don't forget to add that cowboy. You know how we do. Cleese and Close says the new Triumph All-Star album is fantastic. I have not heard it yet. I saw a video, a thumbnail about it. Some disaster or something happened. I'm not sure what happened there. I need to look at that. WLU's, well, you got a shout out, brother. Good to see you. Iron Co, good to see you, my friend. T-Bird said he's running through his 58-inch TV 2.1 hi-fi system that includes Sony SS CS5 speakers, sub, and Pro MDs, dude. Huh. What kind of TV is it? Is it a Samsung by chance? Because it does have, if you have it on adaptive audio, that might be the problem. I have had Samsungs for the past 12 years, and they got a lot of weird settings. And I have one of the dopest sound bars you can get from Samsung too. But yeah, if you got the adaptive setting wrong or something like that, yeah, it'll make things sound super weird, super weird. No One Summon, you know how we do, brother. Joe Baby knows favorite Prince song, I Want to Be a Lover. There you go, that's a classic. Yo, what's up, Gratitude? Daryl Gets, Nara, what's up, dude? Good to see you. There you go, Tyler. Where you get that font from? I like that. That's pretty cool. Dami J in the house. How you going, Johnny? Good to see you. All right, let's move along. We got let's do it. We'll play a little quick game real quick. It's time for T-shirt song. We'll pop this one up here. If you didn't already, I do have a store with a bunch of cool T-shirts and other neat accoutrements, if you will. Those who know French. This is the T-shirt we have for Until the Bitter End. That's the next song we're going to play. So listen to the song, check out the T-shirt, see what you think. Let's go. This is called Until the Bitter End. This is the title track to my album. Let's do this. right until the bitter end. Going crazy up in here. I love that one. And we do have the shirt on the screen. If you're interested in merchandise, we got plenty of other shirts too. Check them out. Would love to see what you think. All right, let's see. Canada Sasquatch, what's up, brother? Thanks for that super chat, my friend. He says just pitching in towards the tour. I appreciate it. I'm doing great. Hope you're well out there, my friend. It's good to see you. Let's see. All right, Gloria's got a message to everyone. Don't forget to stop by Tyler's channel. Hit that like and subscribe button and check out his incredible videos. We would appreciate that 100%. T-Bird said it's a Hisense TV, but the video and audio is controlled by Lenovo E32. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I have a Samsung Q90, Q90C, I think it is, 55, and then Q900 soundbar, Dolby Atmos, ridiculousness, man. I can't even turn that thing up, man. It's like we want to try and watch a movie. I got to turn it down. It's so freaking loud, man. But yeah, I've listened to the stream on there. I promise you, man. What I did before I even did any of this streaming stuff, I would record the stream, video of it. I'd put it on my phone. I'd take it to my car. I'd play it through the TV. I'd play it with a PC. Play it in headphones. Play it in really nice Bose headphones. I try to listen to it to make sure everything. I went back and forth probably 30 times until I was like, everything sounds the way it should be. But yeah, I don't know, bro. It's kind of strange. But Nashi Ket says audio is good here, so I don't know. Peace says, please be sure to like this stream for our talented, amazing artist friend. Thank you, Peace. Appreciate you there. Donald James got that little red Corvette. That's a good one. Cletus and Close said, we eating pork rinds and orange Kool-Aid. Rick got Cletus on a two-kick voltage raspberry. That's how we do, man. That's how we roll, man. You got to have the voltage, man. You got to have that voltage. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. We've tried some new chips lately. Sun chips. When we were in Orlando, I found some Sun chips. Honey barbecue Sun chips. Those things are delicious. I got to find some more of those. Evan says Samsung won't recognize Dolby as its own signature. Yeah, I have Dolby Atmos on my sound bar, but also has that Q Symphony too. It's a monster sound bar. It'd blow the windows off. It would shake the entire building here if I turn that thing up. Hot Diggity in the house. What's up? Tyler Shep knows until the bitter end. Glenn said I love that piece too. I like them all. There you go. That's how we do. T-Bird said he runs his audio through an Asus Zonar DG sound card until it got Zatwish. Maybe. Looks like some Japanese writing. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. Hozan, thank you. Juji's got it. Tyler, let's see. And Gloria says hit that like button and subscribe, everybody. That's how we roll. Jake is vibing in the house. What's up, Jake is vibing? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you here. Extreme Recluse, great to see you, buddy. Have a great rest of your night. Take care. Gratitude, there you go, buddy. Dami J says, I've been working on my own solo for a Black Sabbath cover I'm working on. Lost track of time and missed most shot. No worries, buddy. Life comes first, and if you're working on something, that's the most important thing, man. That's the most important thing. Evan said, I swear this song could be on any King Diamond. Oh, that'd be dope. I would let King Diamond sing on that for sure, man. That'd be sick. T-Bird knows good grandma. Tyler said, he loved that one. There you go, bud. Nashi Kid, thank you. Chris Liggett, thank you. Charlie gets some Stradivarius vibes, yeah. Heck yeah, man. That's that harpsichord, man. Jens Johansson. He's the master of the keyboard harpsichord. Doro Matoro, good to see you, buddy. G's getting whiplash on that one. Tommy J says, just got here in time for Rick to flatten his frets. You know how we do. Paul Hall, appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, my friend. Anyone interested in what kind of guitar I play? Anti's got a link right there. The Jackson Dinky Reverse Pro from 1992. Thank you, Tyler. Gratitude says, nice. I like it. Sarah Falla, thank you so much. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate that. Nashi Kit, there you go, buddy. There you go. Tyler says, you get the praying hands. I love it. I love it. Candace Squatch says, you need Streamlabs. YouTube takes too much from Super. I have to check into that, buddy. Unfortunately, my friends, and I have tested this out pretty extensively. If you're not on that platform, you're not going to get a lot of views, man. So if I did like pushed it through some other stream, I'll probably get less views, to be honest. If I tried to push it, to TikTok, I would get minimal views on TikTok. You need to be on that platform. That's the problem these days, man. I've seen Streamlabs. There's another one like a Restream.io. That's another one too. And they have a great thing, but yeah, if you're not on the platform itself, they mess you up, man. They will mess you up. It's sad, man. It's sad. That's why we try and push the donations externally, and it's all good. It's all good. Anti's got a link to my Sweetwater page. If you want to know what I use, check out my Sweetwater page. It's got everything besides the guitars, of course. T-Bird says, my TV is a smart TV, but I never use the smart part of it. Don't want the company sending a kill signal. True that. You never know, man. I had to turn off all kinds of weird stuff, man. It's like, your TV's spying on you. I was like, no, it ain't. Not anymore. Tactical Dad, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Absolutely, absolutely. Juji got some Sony headphones on. There you have it. Those are nice. Stardust got some dope, some super dope Sony. Those Sony WH-1000Xs, man. Those things are off the chain. I have a Bose QC3. That's the one I use. I love my Bose QC3s. Those things are sick headphones. Let's Brody the Super Shredder. What's up, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Tyler said, you need some signature Mountain Dew from Rick Renstrom. Yeah, what would it be? It'd probably be grape. Honestly, I really love grapes. So if I get like a grape Mountain Dew, that would be my signature Dew. I gotta talk to my rep at Mountain Dew. I wish. Greg Swope, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Jake Vibes, hey, glad to be here. We're glad to have you, buddy. It's good to see you. Anti's got a link to our friend Brody the Super Shredder. Make sure you check him out too. Playing the old and the new, rocking out just about every night. Lisa Anderson, good to see you tonight. How you doing? T-Bird knows there should be a Rick Renstrom limited edition Mountain Dew. Yeah, I think so. I think, one of my favorites is Pitch Black, and they don't really have it out there. So they could do like, Rick Dark or something, or Pitch Renstrom. I don't know, something like that. Anything would do. Grape Mountain Dew. I would love a grape Mountain Dew. That would be my jam. Donald James knows Mountain Dew should sponsor and endorse Rick. I would take it. Man. Val, that's what I use, but I use OBS as well. Yeah, OBS, 100%. T-Wayne, the next song is The Fire Within. Green Ape in house, what's going on, brother? I think so. Thought I was locked in when I had to work, blah, but just because I'm at work trying to jam out, there you go, brother. Work and play at the same time. Sunriser, what's up there? Val Kimmer knows audiophiles unite. I know, man. Let's see. Hot Day Mountain Dew Blackout was great. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Blackout and Pitch Black were both grapey-ish flavors. Carlos Galindo, what's up, buddy? He says, does the instrument cable play a role in sound? I believe so, it does. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I use Monster cables, and they're gold-plated Monster cables. I've been using these forever. Like, probably since the 2000s. I started using Monster cables, and I got a whole bunch of them here. TNT Ship, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Anti's got a link to our good buddy, the Elder of Rock. He is all about the history of music. Make sure you check him out. I would love to see him get some more subscribers. He's been working hard at it for sure. Val's got Shredder Dew Renstrom edition. I feel it. And then Jake's got the Grapestrom. There you go. Grapestrom's nice. Tommy J says, mixing business with pleasure is always the best. Indeed, indeed. Tyler says, Mountain Dew Rick Renstrom series great with extra caffeine and make you speeder. Make you the speeder. There you go. I like it. Juju said, should add a can of Voltage Dew to the Voltage shirt. I could get in trouble for that, actually. Just, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate that. Now she get, there you go. Glenn Kamal says, maybe white grape. I don't know. I got to have the regular purple grape. Purple grape is my jam, for sure. That's the real deal. All right, let's move it along. We got the chat covered. I'm going to put another shirt if I can. Because this is the biggest song I ever wrote right here. This is the biggest song I ever wrote. And it's got a great shirt. This is a really cool shirt. The song was written because of my love for outer space stuff. And if you know anything about Mars, there's a volcano, and it's amazing. It's like the biggest volcano in the universe. And I always wonder. I used to get really, kind of messed up, with stuff. And I used to sit there and envision what is inside that. What fire is within that volcano. And it's called Mons Olympus, by the way, or Olympus Mons, excuse me. And yeah, I was like, I was really out of it one day. I was like, what's in that volcano? And I started writing this song. But this is the biggest song I ever wrote. 376,000 views here on YouTube alone. Played around the world. It's a killer. And it's called The Fire Within. Let's go. the fire within. Whoa, that felt good tonight. That was a good one. All right, let's cue up the next one. A lot of great comments here. I do appreciate it. And let's see what we got here. I'm going to take that shirt off now. Why don't we throw up the speeder shirt while we're at it here? Because that's those who know what's next. So we're going to get that ready. This is my favorite shirt. I have this very shirt that I'm going to pop up on the screen right now. It's a beautiful shirt. I like it a lot. I'm going to wear it soon too, I promise. All right, Speeder Neon Edition. Let's go. And we're ready for that. All right, let's see what we got here in the comments. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. If you haven't subscribed yet already, make sure you do. We are on our way to 53,000 subscribers, so it'd be amazing to see you along with us. And make sure you know I do put videos out every single day, so there's always something to watch around here. Gloria says, all right, Rick, I know there's a Kickstarter. Oh, Mountain Dew Kickstarter Midnight Grape. Interesting. That's that breakfast Mountain Dew. Ty said, I'm getting that hoodie for sure. There you go. There you go. Just ask, do I have a plane ask? A little bit, buddy. Not too much. I just know the riffs like this. So yeah, Them Bones. That's probably my favorite. One of my favorite songs for them. Oh, let's see. Tyler Shep knows that fire within. There you go. Zach, appreciate you. Thank you, Tyler. Anti's got a lot of hashtags. Chat matters, lurkers matters, loungers matters, vampires matter, zombies matter, and RickRenstrom matters. Indeed, indeed. Just thank you, buddy. Juji, there you go. Jake is vibing. Thank you, bud. Let's see. Zach, thank you, my man. Thank you, Hot Diggity. Gaten Galang, Nashika. Appreciate all those fires. I love it. I love it. Gray, okay. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Val. Just says, you ever wonder who the shredder is? It's Rick Renstrom. There you go, brother. I feel that. Peace knows. What was that? A bug flew at me. Get out of here, bug. Thank you, Peace. T-Bird says, Band-Aids matter too. Yeah, you go watch out, man. You get cut, you're going to need a Band-Aid. Jake is vibing says, honestly, I was trapped on a desert island with only 2 albums. I want a lighter, an MP3 player with all of Rick's songs. There you go. That'd be a good one to have. Off mine, thank you, buddy. Lisa says, Rick have pizza night or mac and cheese? Nah, I had a chicken cordon bleu. That was my dinner for tonight. I'm a very predictable. Every night I have something specific. So, but tonight was chicken cordon bleu. Let's see. Kalala, thanks for those jewels. That's awesome. You rock. Always great to see you, Kalala. Thank you so much. Peace. Appreciate that. Glenn said, I ate my dog's pizza. Oh, you get them dog's pizza? I feel that, man. Dogs love people food. Ain't no doubt. T-Bird said Geo's Metros matter. True that. Man, that thing was like an egg with wheels on it, man. I drove that thing for like a year, man. Yeah, I felt bad. I had to get rid of my Firebird, man. That's a long story after that. Carlos says, I was jamming to some War of Thrones in my Jeep Wrangler. Loud as hell. What is the singer's name? His vocals good for me. Yeah, Wade Black. Yeah, Wade Black. He sang with Crimson Glory. He sang with Seven Witches. He sang with Leatherwolf. He also sang with Leash Law. He sang with War of Thrones. And now there you have a band. They transformed the War of Thrones band into what's called Astronomica as well. Evan says, random question. What pets do people have finished cleaning guinea pigs home today? I don't know. I never had a guinea pig when I was a kid. I had cats. Cats when I was a kid. Just says, if you haven't liked and subscribed, what are you doing? I feel that, Just. Thank you, brother. Nashika, there you go. DZK, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Just. DZK, appreciate that. Nuck, hello to you, buddy. Let's see. Johannes Schwarzhaupt, thank you so much. Dankeschön. It's a very German name. John James knows spot on with deadly precision. I feel that, man. Real Life says, where did I end up and why is it so amazing? What's the name of the song? That's called The Fire Within, Real Life Luca. Appreciate you hanging with us. Sebastian, thank you, sir. Joe Baby is loving that. Thank you, Joe Baby. Man, it's like when you think you're done, you're not even close. Val said, I love that weenie at the end. I know, right? That's a classic one. Alan Gray said, you took me to Mars and back at the speed of Rick. I know, man. That's the tune right there. Peggy Hecky, buenas noche. Good to see you. Glenn Kamada said, that's my favorite song, too. Appreciate that, Glenn. I love that one. Anti said, that's a hashtag pit drop on that one. That was a good one. That was a tight shred of that one. Stone Fox, you're welcome, buddy. Real life, once again, that was The Fire Within. If you're new to the stream tonight, you can go to my channel whenever you want. Look for the releases tab. My entire album is available free to stream. Check it out. Check it out. Evan said that new song. The new song is my favorite. Which one? I got so many new songs. Stone Fox, thanks for subscribing. Hey, if you're all having fun like Stone Fox here, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We'd appreciate that. And thank you, Stone. Just there you go, buddy. Evan says, extradator. You mean intimidator? Intimidator is a fun song, I gotta admit. That's a cool one. Berberu Takjil, hello to you. Nashiket, thank you so much. Juji says, troll lives don't matter. Ain't that the truth? RD Music says, wait. That's a good song. Wait, I never had a chance to love you. Now I only want to say I love you one more time. That's a great tune. That album's great, honestly. And one of the big reasons I got into White Lion was because of Vito Bratta. That dude was sick, man. Can I play with madness? I don't know that one, dude. I don't know the riff to that. No, shoot. Juji asked for some Iron Maiden earlier. Dang it. Iron Maiden. What's that? I gotta learn some more. I gotta relearn some more Iron Maiden. I can't remember too much of it. How about That's a good one there. Dami J says, don't forget everyone you can stream Rick's new album right here on the channel. That's absolutely correct, buddy. Thank you. Don says I can play with Mess. I was lurking your stream the other day, buddy. You did play it. You were playing it pretty good, man. That's a good tune, man. It's a classic. We never played that when I was in a band. We played a lot of the older stuff, you know. Hallowed Be Thy Name, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Power Slave, Aces High, stuff like that. Flight of Icarus was another one. I should play Flight of Icarus more often. That's a good one, too. Evan says Troll Hunter is a cool Netflix kid show we were watching at the moment. Interesting. I have to look into that. The cartoon? True that, Stone Fox. Kyle S. also drinking a Bud Light. Not here. If you're drinking one, there you go, brother. Drink up. He said he's off. Let's effing go. There you go, brother. Heber says, you remember a band called Wet Thing, Tim and Ora Flanagan? I can't remember Wet Thing, but does Tim and Ora Flanagan sounds very familiar to me for some reason. I appreciate you, Jess. Thank you, man. Gamey says, did you have a ground loop home? How did you solve it? I've never had one. I also use a gate. So if you, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have any ground loop homes. Maybe a while ago. I wasn't ever on stream, but yeah, there was a problem. One of the outlets here had some sort of hum to it. I had to move all my electronics over to a different outlet. But that's usually a problem. It's something wrong with your outlet. There's some wiring problem there that's going to cause that hum. So something either needs to get resoldered or it needs to get replaced. Huey said, I forgot to tell you, Max Webster and Kim Mitchell saying patio lands. Nice, dude. Yeah, I did do a little Wikipedia Googling about that just to see what that was all about. And yeah, I guess Max Webster band, I guess Rush would love them so much that they would have them open up and tour during the tours and stuff. And I guess they offered their services to do that Battles cartoon or something like that. But yeah. That's a cool story, man. Yeah, and like I said, it wasn't a bad song. It wasn't a great song to me, but I enjoyed it. Like I said, Geddy Lee. I don't think there's anyone on the planet that could sing that unless you're so much into Geddy Lee vocal style. There's no one on the planet that could sing that song. Ain't nobody but Geddy Lee. Zach says, Rick, those mugs will kill you. Yeah, some good ones there, bud. Some real nice ones. Stone Fox says, can I take a guitar lesson? I took lessons for 2 years. I don't need lessons anymore. I went to college for 2 years. Lessons are long gone for me, bud. Don says, I mess up on my songs all the time. There ain't nothing wrong with that, buddy. Practice makes perfect. All right, Juji says, long day for me. Shred a bit. Juji, you got 4 minutes for the king? Let me know. I said, if you're going to go to bed, I'll go play it for you real quick. Thank you, Stone Fox. I appreciate that. T-Bird says, Tim Flanagan, also by Tim Spider. That doesn't sound familiar. Flanagan, though, for some odd reason. Kyle, yeah, buddy, I'm sorry, man. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I've drank enough alcohol and done enough drugs for everyone in this chat. I drink Mountain Dew Voltage. I don't do drugs. I haven't touched anything since 2011. January of 2011, to be exact. Not a thing. I haven't touched one thing since. But before that, I was crazy. All right, your local goober. What's up there, buddy? T-Bird says, Tim and Aura Flanger from near Chicago did punk rock. He had a Gibson Explorer and used to do live stream. Interesting. Okay. Juji says I'm going to listen on my phone. All right, we're going to rip this up right quick. This one's for Juji. We're gonna hold off on Speeder for just a moment and play the King. Because Juji wanted to hear that. We'll play that for her. I'll have to delete it later, though. Anyway. Because I get copyright, I don't get copyright strike, but my video can't be monetized because of the lyrics that Rob Rock wrote. My instrumentals are no big deal, no lyrics. But man, Rob Rock he owns half of this song, dang it. But that's all good. This one's called The King. This is got Rob Rock on vocals, Richard Christie on the drums, and that's what's going on, man. Let's go, The King. The King, The King. That's a great, cool song. Heavy, classic 80s metal right there for you. All right, what we got? All right, we were doing Speeder next. So let me move back to Speeder here. That's a fun song to play though. I really love that one too. All right. Let's ooh. Got some great content, a lot of new people showing up, man. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're enjoying it, hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate you there. Let's see, we got a lot of comments. I gotta rip through these comments for sure. Do you remember this? Trainwreck said, you know a shredder when you see fret dots at the top of the fretboard. Oh yeah, buddy, oh yeah. I love these ones actually, I really do. My old Charvels had the regular ones in the middle, but when I saw like these, I thought that's cool. Plus it's got the reverse headstock too, which I love. So that's like ultimate metal. Reverse headstock, top inlaid dots. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's see. All right, Anti said something. Rush has never had an opening band in all the years I saw them. Always evening with Rush. Yeah, nah, dude. This is a long time ago, man. We're talking like, I guess, I don't know. It was late 70s, real early 80s. This band called Max Webster had the singer's name Kim Mitchell, and I guess Rush really loved them. They really they want to take them under their wing. They wanted to become something apparently, so they really did a lot to help them. Maybe it was just in tours in Canada or something, but I only read so much. But yeah, that's what I read. That's what I read on Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is the truth, right? I'm not sure. Thank you, Tyler. Thanks, Kyle. Kyle. Kyle said, "How'd you stop?" Life changed, buddy. I actually I needed a job, and I didn't pass the drug test, and that was bad news at the time, real bad news. So I was like, you know what? I got to stop this madness. And then I found a job that didn't need to take a drug test, and for 6 months I didn't do nothing. So I would be completely clean. And then I got a interview with a company that I'm still at now. Back in 2011, I passed clean as a bean, man. But you got, sometimes it takes a life-changing event for you to do that. Yeah, sorry. What was that? Sorry, Trainwreck. Yeah, I caught it again, man. I'm sorry. I apologize, man. Sometimes I get messed up on the chat, but I appreciate that comment, dude. That's cool. Don says he hadn't touched hard drugs since 2020. And that's where you go, buddy. That's good, man. That's good news, man. You don't need that stuff. I used to think I needed it. I need to be high to play guitar. I need to be high to play video games. I need to be high just to enjoy life. You don't need it. You don't need it. I thought I couldn't write a song after, and I wrote some of the best songs I ever wrote with my mind clean. 100%. Hot Diggity, you did not miss it. You did not miss it. Stone Fox says, Rick, may I sing with you some cover? You could try, buddy. I try not to do collaborations anymore. I've tried them in the past, and they've been fun, but they cost me money. They cost me time, and unfortunately, they just don't do anything. They don't go crazy. Probably because I picked weird stuff. I guess that's my fault. Well, I feel a little burnt on collaborations, so I appreciate that, man. It's very kind of you, man. Ain't no doubt. Hollow said he just finished a 15-hour shift. I'm glad to have you in the background. There you go, brother. That's what's up, man. Thanks, Donald. Tommy J said he smoked copious amounts of weed. I feel that, man. Trust me, man. when that band Leash Law, the band I was in, Leash Law, back in 2004, we got signed. We got like $65,000. You know what we did? We bought some crazy hydroponic wackiness, man. Enough to last us months. It was wild, trust me. I've done more drugs and smoked more and drank more stuff than probably 90% of this chat. I've helped you out. I did all that, so you don't have to. How about that? See that quite a bit. Val says, I like to enter rooms to this song. There you go, buddy. Juji got that king. There you go. Thank you, Lisa. Tommy J, thank you. Evan said, bong over here. There you go. T-Rex said, I wish I could play some drums. I wish. That's cool, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm not into doing any. Right now, it's just like the collaboration thing is just so hard, man. It takes so much time. You got that Wicked or Restless cover on my channel. I spent probably like 60 hours on that thing altogether. And it was just a problem after a problem after a problem. Everything was a problem, and I had to solve it. And it's just like, I was like, man, I just want, just give me the right tracks, you know? Give me this. It was tough, dude. It was tough, man. But I do appreciate you, T-Bird. Donald James, there you go, brother. Thank you, Stone Fox. I think he said, speaking of dope, this is dope. There you go. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Stone. Nashi Cat, appreciate you there. Thank you very much, Stone. Evan said, that's not King Diamond, no. That's the other king, the real king. I'll tell you, it's the opposite of King Diamond. That's funny. Samuel Sherpa, there you go. Gloria, thank you. Dami J, appreciate that. It looks like some, man, I can't tell anymore. I think that's Japanese, but domo arigato gozaimasu to you. Appreciate that. It might be Korean, though. There's some letters in Japanese and some letters in Korean that look very similar to me. Evan said, you could almost hold a King special one night. I could, man. I love King Diamond. I would love to play with King Diamond. That would be a dream for me. Write a song with King Diamond. That'd be a dream, too. Kyle said, I just drink, but what can I do to stop? Get clean, any advice? Find something else, yeah. Find something else to take your mind off it. I mean, it's tough, yeah. Any alcohol, drugs, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. You're addicted to it. I'm addicted to this nicotine stuff, man. And it's a hard habit to break. Point to Chicago, hard habit to break, man. But yeah, you got to break the habit somehow. But like I said, to stop drinking, I know you almost have to think to yourself, this tastes terrible. You know, you got to think to yourself, like, this is horrible. Why am I drinking this? What's the point of me spending my money on this? You know, you look at that and say, if you calculated all the beer or alcohol you bought in a year, calculated how much you spent, how much money would you have? And then thinking like, wow, I just spent like $1,000 on alcohol for this year. I could have took that money and done something cool with it. You know what I mean? So you got to think like that, I think, Kyle. Nashikid, thank you, buddy. David Gallegos, thank you, buddy. You're welcome, Jude G. Thank you, David. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate the sub. If you're having a good time like Kyle here, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Here you go, Stone Fox. Evan says, if you want to stop, you will eventually. That's true to a point, Evan. It's true to a point. Because if you can keep getting it, you'll keep doing it. You'll keep doing it. It gets to a point you have to have you got to get cut off somehow. That's the hard part. Like I said, for me, it was a life-changing event, you know. I missed out on a job because I didn't pass the drug test, man. And that was devastating. I needed that job. I needed that job real bad at the time. So it was devastating. Lisa Anderson, thank you so much. Well, what happened? I didn't know what happened there. Oh. I didn't know. My chat's gone haywire now. Okay. I think I got it now. Let's see. Castle Crasher, he said, how the actual hell do you do pinch harmonics? Me personally, or just in general? Because they're not difficult. So I don't know if it's a question of how you do it in general. Let me know. If it was just a how do I do them, they're not hard, bro. They're not hard. Nashike, thank you. Stone Fox is bellissimo. Thank you so much. Grazie, amico mio. Bailey Weiland, thank you so much. Here, Morgan Hutton, appreciate that. Tiber says, don't forget to hit the like button, you flatlanders. There you go. Morgan knows Shredder with a whammy. You got that right. Thank you, Stone. LV, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you again. Anti says, brain fart. Who's on guitar on the King? Sounds like Slash. I don't know. It's a dude named Rick Renstrom. He plays all the rhythm guitars and the solos on it. Pretty wild. Or was it? Are you the bass guitar? I can't remember who plays bass on that one, honestly. Glenn asked, you ever been in Armored Saint? Yeah, back in the way day, long time ago. Like their first album stuff. Who was it? Joey Vera. Who was the guitar player? It's been a minute, man. They were a good band. They were a killer band. I do remember that. Evan says, my neck has Saturn, the planet, inlays. It's why I bought the guitar. I've never seen one. Wow, that's cool, dude. That's like something Uli John Roth would do, man. Thanks, gratitude. Giuseppe, that's short for Giuseppe. Joe Rocha. Good to see you, buddy. Kyle says, thank you, man. New subscriber, big fan. Keep it up. Absolutely, brother. Quentin King says, what's your dream guitar? It would be this guitar, but made in 2025 by Jackson. That would be my dream. Donald James, though, man, you don't need it. You don't need it. Giuseppe, he from Brazil. Obrigado, mi amigo. T-Bird says, my problem wasn't drinking or drugs, it was women. And finally, one woman got me. Went to prison over it. I could feel that, man. I got close, man. I probably got close, man. Something like that. But some women, man, it's just sometimes that's not the right one. Hot Diggity says, opiates were the worst. A lot of folks died by the grace of God. I made love. Yeah, those. Yeah, they got so bad in America that you got to like really. I mean, I got like 3 wisdom teeth right now. I just got like a tooth pulled a couple years ago. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna need some oxy for this. And the dentist was like, no, I'll give you some. One dentist was like, I'll give you some, Tylenol 7 or whatever. Like, I'm like, nah, I need that. And she went away. And the guy that did the procedure was like, yo, you need some oxy? I was like, yeah. He's like, so they'll hook you up, but then if you want more, you gotta like go through some serious channels. Not that I never needed it. I don't like pain, so I took it for that only. But as soon as I was done, I didn't feel pain. I flushed them down the toilet. Dami says Max Webster only reached fame in Canada. Getty mentioned him in a 7800. Yeah, I figured it was. From what I read, it was like back in the day. Evan says Coca-Cola is $400 a gram. That's a lot, dude. That's crazy. That's wild. That's big money, dude. JP Hayes, thank you so much, buddy. Add Bad Blood, appreciate that, bro. Kyle said, it's subscribed now. It's our time, guys. Good things coming. Absolutely, brother. Don James, well, I don't know. I drank half or more of a 1.7 liter of vodka a day with hardcore drugs and not in function. Oh. You could probably do it, man. You could probably do it. Like, I hung out with Chuck Schuldiner pretty much every night for years, and it was nothing but Jim Beam and smoking, and it was crazy. And then on top of that, we did our own stuff. It was a wild time, man. It was bad. It was, it was crazy for the time, but I look back and go, I was a stupid idiot. Let's go. Appreciate that, man. Ship Left says, man, hard to drop vapes. Kombucha fills the void for beer. I feel that. Yeah, I smoked cigarettes for a long time. I quit those. But yeah, I switched to vaping, and I don't do a lot of nicotine. It's not a large amount, let's say that, but it's one of those things. It keeps me chill. I need to find something else to keep me chill. Kyle, you're welcome, my brother. TK2, I play my originals, buddy, and they're pretty cool. Stick around. We'll check one out. We're almost ready. Gratitude. Thank you, my friend. Tommy J says, doctor said if you don't quit, you won't see 50. There you go, man. Evan said he quit tobacco with a lot. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, Stone, on my channel, buddy. You can go to my main channel, look at the bio information, my email's in there. Or you can find me on Facebook or Instagram. It's easy too. Thanks, Damon. Don says, my Jackson seems to have really bad harmonics, and it's hard to pinch, sort of. Yeah, sometimes it's all depends on, how the strings are, how the springs are, how close the string is to the neck. A couple different things. Let's see, Fairness said the king of good guitar is David Gilmour, but the best shredder might have been Eddie Van Halen. Man, that's a great opinion, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love when people have their favorites, man. I love it. Everyone's got their favorites. Everyone thinks, my favorites are someone different, but hey, ain't no wrong with that. I appreciate anyone who loves the other guitar players in this world, absolutely. And there's a plenty of them, man. Chris says, invest in the S&P, Standard & Poor, toss them every week, retire early and rich. Don't hold back, you'll be rewarded. I look at that, man. My company just started doing stock options, man, and it's a pretty big company. So we'll see. It pretty much doubles. I get double the amount of stock every 6 months. So, Demon, thanks, buddy. Right on, Stone. I appreciate that, man. Chris says, Rick, did you design your tees there? Killer. Can I get nice, Chris? Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Stardust here, one of our moderator here. She is crazy with the with graphic design. So yeah, she's been able to come up with some wild stuff, and they're cool. They're very cool. Let's see. Christian said, you flushed them and put them in the water. So man, they probably melted, dude. They were like regular pills or whatever. But the Florida water, it's pretty filtered up, man. You know, there's people throw worse things in the toilet. Let me tell you around here. Clay says painkillers don't kill pain. They make you forget. Yeah, absolutely. They're just pain blockers, you know. That's all they are. He said, Evan says doctors don't prescribe medication. Patients get left in the cold and scream. Yeah, it's true. David Zaso, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Christian said it kills pain. It does, yeah. I mean, trust me. I don't even know, like 4 or 5 years ago, I had 3 wisdom teeth pulled. I was a miserable mess, and I had like probably two fillings of them OxyContin, man. And I felt amazing, you know, but I didn't feel pain. But I tell you, when it was all done, it's gone. Chris said it's all about lowering blood pressure when the pain is that's your heart best hitting something. True that. Evan says smoking could look coolish, but vaping's never looked great in my eyes. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, the Marlboro Man. You think of a cigarette, you think of Marlboro Man. You think of a vape, you think of like EDM disco or something. I don't even know. Thanks, Stone. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, right on, Christian. Exactly. Who cares? Says Mike Portnoy is the GOAT of drumming. Yeah, Mike Portnoy of Dream Theaters. Yeah, one of the best drummers ever, dude. Easy. Val knows. Alligators in the toilet is pretty much, yeah. I haven't seen one yet, thank God. Chris says he's out, but he'll be back soon in your doom scroll. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you there, man. Don says Rick is also my current favorite artist, along with Tyler. Dean Lamb's up there. Dean's sick. I've watched a couple of his videos. He's awesome, man. He's awesome. David says, right now you're one of my favorite guitars. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Man, we finally get into Speeder. All right, let's get into some Speeder here. We're probably going to cut Storm Rider out and play a couple more after that. Unfortunately, I'm back to work, and it's like, I got to get up early, man. And we got, Stardust and I got some stuff to do. We'll go rip through Speeder real quick. In case you're driving right now, make sure you pull over or slow down. If you're seated, buckle up, hunkered down. If you're flying, put it on autopilot. And if you're brushing your teeth, watch where you brush. This gets bumpy. Let's do this. Speeder. Speeder, hope you were safe after that one. That did get bumpy. That's a pretty shredding version of that one, to be honest. Wow, that felt quite nice. All right, let's get rid of that shirt. Maybe we will do Storm Rider. What the heck, man? Let me throw up that Storm Rider shirt. This is another one we got. Really cool shirt. Actually, Stardust has this one. She wanted the Storm Rider shirt, so she has this for her personal attire. Well, let's throw that up there while we read these comments. Storm Rider up on the screen. Okay. Lots of great comments. Yo, Freedom Firefighter, what's up, brother? With the super chat. Thank you, my man. He says, you're balling, bro. I like it, man. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well tonight, my man. Let's see. No worries, Godsbow. Just be a kind person is all we ever want anyone to be, Godsbow. If you're into God, man, you should know kindness. Anyway, Gloria, appreciate that. Edward says, we'll call my son Teddy. So when people ask me if I'm related to Ted Nugent, I say, that's my son. There you go. I like it. Hot Dig said, just back in time. Perfect. Now she kid knows. Speeder, let's go. Tyler knows that. Speeder. Kyle, there you go. Evan Kelly, thank you. Anti's got the link if you want to hear that again. I've got a full playthrough on my channel. Make sure you check that out. T-Bird said, wear Rick shirts. There should be a link on the if you're on your computer, there should be a link on the video, T-Bird. Kyle knows. Don't be brushing. Kyle Leatherby, thank you so Leatherberry, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Gloria. Steve Ford, appreciate you. Bristol Pete, much love to you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Michael M. Nashi Ked knows. Unstoppable. All right, Stardust got the link to the full shop if you want to check out all the items we have. Make sure. T-Bird said, I wish I had a Dawkins shirt like the one Rick is wearing. Oh, yeah, this is my favorite, man. This is that, what is this, the Unleashed or Beast from the East. It's an amazing shirt, man. It's an amazing record. I've told the story before. You know, it takes about 5 to 6 hours to get to Europe, depending. And this Beast from the East is about 2 hours long. So I could listen to it 3 times and I'd be in Europe. That got me through many a flight. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. There you go, Stone. Now she can knows. Thank you, Tyler. Stone Fox knows. Ingve Malmsteen. That's my hero, brother. Jesse McBride, good to see you, and thank you so much for that. Hot Diggity says, some say Rick's guitar was forged at the center of Olympus Mons on Mars. It's possible. It's made of indestructible materials unknown to man. It's the only material that can handle the heat of the shred mouse. I love it. It's possible. Aliens did leave this on my doorstep. So. Morgan Hutton, thank you so much. Heaven says Ying Wei must be an Asian cover. It's possible. I've seen some interesting words in when I was in Japan. Like, did I really? You could put those together? Wow. There you go. Freedom says Rick extra tonight. You know that's right, brother. Hot diggity, thank you there. Tommy J says Ingve would be impressed by Rick. I'm sure. I would hope so. And I love Ingve. I'd love to get some. Love to see what he thought. That'd be cool. Thank you, Val. Nashi Ket, thank you. Chris Everett, thank you. Stone says I can't donation. I'm from Russia. That's okay, Stone. I appreciate you. Spasibo to you. Spasibo. Tommy J says the shirts aren't showing up on my end. Interesting. Yeah, usually it's a little clickable link somewhere on the screen. Ocean's Music. I just got a bass today, and I have early onset arthritis and fibromyalgia. I was thinking I'm never going to be able to do this, and just seeing you shred is inspirational. I appreciate that, Ocean's Music. Yeah, I know. I knew a guy that had fibromyalgia, man. And yeah, he can still do stuff, but yeah, it was rough for him. He said, but he had a lot of different pain. What do you call it? Pain therapy, something like that. I can't remember the words to it, but there's some help out there to keep it at bay a little bit, you know. But I wish you the best on your bass journey, man. It's a fun thing, and bass, depending on how you're playing it, it can be a little bit less. What's the word? Not less stressful, but less busy work to do. You know, you can do a lot with a bass and not do a lot as well, if you know what I'm saying. Toolmaster, what's going on? Ocean's Music's from the UK. Great to see you out there, brother. Tony Jackson, what's going on, man? Donald James says, Then you got those religious nuts who preach hate instead of love. I know, right? How can you be religious if you're not into, glory and love, But there's some weird stuff out there, man. P says, my favorite artist is Malmsteen. What do you think about that? I like it. Anyone that likes Malmsteen is a friend of mine. That's right. Jake said, you never get tired of hearing Spirit or Storm Rider. There you go. He says, when I get a job, I'm definitely going to check out Storm. I appreciate that, Jake. Much appreciated. Anthony Q says, crazy, I went through and found my Mr. Bungle t-shirt the other day. There you go. And T-Bird, I forgot. I was talking about this t-shirt. I think it was either on Redbubble or TeePublic. One of the two. I want to say Redbubble. I don't know. Me and Stardust bought it. We're going shirt crazy a couple months ago. But it might have been it was either Redbubble or TeePublic that had this shirt. And I'm sure it's just laser printed. Someone just ganked it offline or whatever and just laser prints them or something. It's not like official merchandise as far as I know. Abin Manu Singh Yadav says he wants to learn guitar. That's awesome, brother. Get to find yourself a great teacher in your neck of the woods or your country where you're at, and get going. You'll have a lot of fun. Just have a lot of fun doing it, man. Lisa says she got that fibromyalgia, man. I feel for you, Lisa. Yeah, I had a friend, a real nice guy when I lived in Orlando. I worked with him. I was like a team lead, and he was only one of the other engineers on my team, and you could see it was painful for him a lot of times, but it was I forgot what that's called, like pain therapy or something. It's something I can't think of the words, honestly, or anti-pain therapy. I don't know, but yeah, he had started to do that. It was like a lot of acupuncture and stuff like that, I guess, to ease his pain and stuff. But he was still able to do stuff. He could walk around and do this and that, but you could tell some days were worse than others. It was sad to see. Kenton, appreciate that, brother. Brian, I don't know any B.B. King. I do have a blues song, though. Hey, Evan knows, just join a doom metal band. You can play one note. Curtis, I don't know Stevie Ray either, man. Stone Fox, I appreciate that, brother. Rick said, what guitar is that, Jay Turcher? No, sir. It's 100% Grover Jackson, man. Jackson all the way. All day. Pain management. Thank you, Lisa. And Glenn knows too, pain management. I apologize if I had that incorrect. Pain therapy? That sounds weird. Yeah, pain management for sure. I think my mom goes through that too. Mama has some arthritis and stuff, so she goes through some pain management as well. But yeah, it's sad to see, man. Anti says, great name for a t-shirt store. Gone T-shirt crazy. True that. It might have to be that way. Morbid Kim, thank you so much from Brazil. Obrigado, amigo. Hot Diggity says, pain man. Yeah, because you guys know, you know. David says, what are you tuning your guitar to? These are all standard D, so everything's a whole step down, standard D. Tim777, my man, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. All right, we're going to rock that Storm Rider. The Storm Rider t-shirt should be on the screen depending on your browser capability, but we'll go ahead and hit the Storm Rider. Everyone got a storm in their life, you know. We got people in pain. That's a storm. You got to ride the storm. You know how it goes. But that's what we do. We ride the storm, and we are the Storm Riders. Let's do this. Storm Rider. Hope you stayed dry during that one. It did get a little precipitational, if you ask me. All right, we got that covered. What do I got here? All right, it didn't have anything. That was pretty much the end of the set. I'll probably play. We were talking about Intimidator earlier. People are enjoying that one. I'll tell you what. I'll throw a. We're gonna do one more song here. I'll throw a chat up here. Which one? I'll say which one. Which one? And we're gonna throw in. We're gonna say Intimidator. Or we're gonna do Voltage. Huh, looks weird. Intimidator. I think I spelled it right. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Polls up. Last song of the night. Intimidator or Voltage. Y'all vote away. I'm going to hit these comments and see what we got here. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. I remember Tim. Appreciate that. Evan said he experienced, in my experience, nerve pain has no management. Yikes. I don't know, man. You never know anymore. This one cracked me up. Stardust deleted his. I started playing Stormrider, and this guy says, "Dewdrops of Jupiter." Or brother, that was a hurricane on Uranus. I love it. Ocean Music, appreciate that super chat, brother. He says, "Kind words, sir. May I ask what guitar it is?" Yes, sir. This is a Jackson Dinky Reverse Pro. It's from 1992. These things are extremely rare. Anymore, and they cost a whole lot of money nowadays. But yeah, I have 5 of these. Luckily, they didn't cost me a lot. I was very lucky to find many of them. Actually, one did cost me quite a bit, like about $900. Recently, I found one to add to my collection. And it's a great playing guitar too. It's a really nice playing guitar. Nashiket knows it is time. Here you go. Appreciate that, Nashiket. Clint Kamada says, "Stormrider is the song of my life." I know, right? I know. Stone Fox, appreciate you, brother. Daryl Mar said, "Damn, I was being a tornado then." Keep on rocking, brother. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Peace. Thank you, Lisa. Dami J, thank you. Farmelia #1, thank you so much. Edo Tensai said he just subbed. So if you're having a good time tonight, be like Edo here and subscribe to the channel. We'd appreciate it. We're on our way to 53,000. Love to see you come along with us. Gloria says it right there. Let's get Rick to 300 likes and more tonight. Hit that like and subscribe button, people. Let's go. Vincent said, "That's so good. Keep up the good work." Thank you, Vincent. Jake's vibing. Appreciate that. Gloria, thank you. Evan said, "A whammy into that soul is crazy good." Appreciate that, brother. Andy LaRock, my whammy hero, man. Freedom Fire said, "Rick makes it look easy." Thank you, brother. Earthly McLivin, how you doing? It's great to see you again. Hope you've been well. Great to see you back. I hope everything's good tonight for you. We're having a good time as usual. Metal Nacional, espectacular, hermano. Muchos bendiciones desde, I think, Argentina. Muchas gracias, amigo. Dami J said, "I try to play like this and usually fail a bit." I feel that, man. It's a long journey, guitar. It's a long journey. It's a lot of work and effort. It's a ton of work. But you can get there, Dami J. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders and you've got a dream and a vision. And that's the first thing you need. And then right from there, it takes all the hard work. Every minute of the day you can put into it, my friend. You'll get there. Nashiket, thank you. Hot Diggity, appreciate that. Jake says, "I question, you ever played Devil May Cry?" Yeah, a little bit. The last one, Devil May Cry 3, I think was the last one I played on, what, PS2? Eons ago, man. It was a cool game. I got out of the hack and slash type games. Used to be into them, and I'm like, not anymore. I'm kind of like, eh. It's like hack and slash, too. It's the same stuff. Depends on the hack and slash stuff. But supposedly they're coming out with a remasters of all, like remakes or remasters of all the Devil May Cries. It might be something to check out because I do like sick graphics, and it could probably look pretty sick. What's Anti got? Chicken seat kebabs with Momo sauce, warm garlic cheese naan with G. That's my G. Seat kebabs, man. I was in Greece once and had some crazy shish kebabs they had, man. They were delicious, man. Whatever them Greeks threw in that, man, that tasted so good. Nashiket, thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate that. George Kaplan, there you go. Good to see you. Thank you, James Lara. David Brose in the house. What's up, dude? Good to see you. He says, "Rick, you're a freaking demon. You know how we do, buddy. Great to see you, man. Nashi Kid, thank you. Gooba in the house, my Raiders fan #1. Let's go, brother. Good to see you. Evan says Gary Moore was the one of the only extremely good guitarists that made it look hard to play pro skank. Oh yeah, Gary Moore had all the faces, man, all the faces. James Laura says, thank you, Rick. You're welcome, James. Appreciate you, bro. Evan said Intimidator was me. Yeah, what was you? I do remember that. Gooba knows Intimidator. Wolf in the house. How's it going? Gloria wants that voltage. Dimey J says, Intimidator voltage. Do you have to even ask which one I want to hear? I know you hit the vote button. You got to hit that vote button. Donald knows Intimidator got some of that Phrygian scale. Oh yeah, man. That's funny, Nathan Chalmers. If Intimidator wins, this is drop C. It's a drop C tune. Thank you, Ocean's Music. Elijah Dodds, bless you too, man. God bless you, man. Appreciate you. Thanks, James. Carlos Cortez from Chile. Good to see you, man. Tim777 says, I love your personality and attitude. You're great. Thank you, Tim. We tried. Donald James, you are correct, sir. That's drop C. It's a low jam. Shark Bay, what's up, brother? Charlie Escobar says, Rick, with the wizardry, it always the black cabbage. I love it. Yang Pasty from Bali, Indonesia. Good to see you there. Freedom says, such an inspiration for me. Rick has no idea. I appreciate you, brother. James, I don't drink beer, my friend. We got this. This is all I drink, man. For my live streams, Mountain Dew Voltage. And on the weekends, we have some special Mountain Dews. You know, the top shelf Mountain Dews. For a shout. Dami says, I would offer my link to my 4 shorts are lame. I'm working on a Black Sabbath cover. Let me know when you have that, Dami J. I did check your one channel. I just had a SoundCloud link, which I bookmarked. I need to check that out. Courtney, hello to you. Evan said, Rick, did you learn your Mexican from all these Cheech and Chong movies back in the day? Now that's LA speak right there, man. No, I took Spanish in high school, and Stardust knows Spanish very well. But she calls me a gringo. I speak like a gringo, 100%, man. I try, though, man. I try and learn a little bit of everyone's language and try and hook it up, you know. Jake says, I hope they remastered DMC 1 and 4. The thing I don't like about doing stick combos, yeah. Sometimes that gets wild, man. Those button combos, man, gets wild, dude. Messes me up, man. I always miss something. That's why I got out of, like, Mortal Kombat and stuff. They just started having, like, it's like left, down, up, right, A, B, B, A, B. And I'm like, dude, all this? I don't know, man. You guys are getting crazy with it. Baki said play something sad. We did play something a little sadder earlier today. But yeah, we're going to end it with a banger for sure. This looks like it's tight. Intimidator 49, Voltage 51. What's going on here? Ito Tensai, I'm not on Spotify, no sir. My previous bands are. If you're interested, let me know. We'll get you some links to that. Evan said, I really enjoy your acoustic set on the weekend. Everyone should go check it out. Absolutely, it's fun. I like doing it. Bill Evans, you rock, brother. Thanks for that super chat. He says, love your stuff, Rick. I appreciate it. Much love to you, Bill. Very, very kind of you. James Lara lives in LA. There you go, brother. Jake says, Rick's got that exclusive exotic Mountain Dew. Yeah. I got some top shelf stuff, you know, the rare stuff you just can't buy all the time. Tyler Chef says Voltage, yeah. He got that from Juji. Nashi Ketsa, that's close. All right, I'll tell you what, it's 48-52. How about I do a quick Yngwie? I'll do a quick Yngwie cover solo. My favorite one. How about that? And then after that, we'll close the vote. So we'll do a little quick Yngwie here. Maybe we'll do a quick Yngwie and a quick Andy LaRocque too. We'll do Yngwie first, and then we'll do 2 cover solos. I'll do I'll See the Light Tonight, and I'll do Welcome Home by King Diamond, Andy LaRocque. We'll do 2 of those in a row, and then we'll see the vote after that. All right, let's go. Here's old Yngwie right here. J. Malmsteen. Now we're going to do Andy La Rock. And then after that, the vote ends after this one. This is the Welcome Home solo. King Diamond, Andy La Rock, one of the greatest ever. I love this. One of my favorite solos to play right here. Back-to-back shredders right there. Two of my favorites. All right, what happened with this poll here? Oh my gosh. Voltage went off the chart. It was neck and neck for a minute there, but that's it, everybody. It's going to be ending with Voltage tonight. Gotta love it. So let me cue that up. See what we were saying in the chat. Here's Old Voltage. I love the song, though. It's a great... Both tunes are actually cool. Intimidator is a very cool song. Maybe we'll play that tomorrow night. But man, yeah, Voltage is my jam lately. I love playing that one. All right, let's see. Donald J said, "Oh well, Voltage is sick." I mean, true that. Gloria loved that Voltage. And Jake said Voltage. There you go, James. Anti's got the links there. War of Thrones, Lee Slower, my previous bands. I am most influenced by Yngwie, Richie Blackmore, Uli Roth, Al Di Meola, and Andy La Rock. If you want to play like me, you better learn how to play like those guys first. Because that's all I did. Took all their stuff and put it in one big mixing pot. Now she gets, that's nice. The covers are always free. Absolutely, brother. I do enjoy playing them. Chasm Corpse. So I'm about to see the most impressive thing I've ever seen. I hope so. Tyler says, Yngwie, you know it. Tyler's getting that Yngwie down for sure. Freedom Fire says, my gringo friend Baja, I'm a quarter Native American, quarter African, and a half Irish. So I'm a mutt. Firefighters love and save all types of people. True that, man. True that. Saving lives has no color, man. No color. Evan says, I think everyone's a mutt, really. I'm not. No, I am a mix of pretty much German, half, and then I got Swedish and Finnish. So like, how do you do that? 0.25. So yeah, 0.25 Finnish, 0.25 Swedish, and then 50 German. Not fully mudded, but yeah, my family is from Europe and Scandinavia, 100%. No one's from around here. That's for sure. DJB knows there's no such thing as a pure race anymore. Lots of mixed races out there, and nothing wrong with that, man. I don't even look at it. Everyone's a human being. That's the number one thing. Everyone is a human being. Color don't matter. If they're a human being, and I think beyond that it becomes how good of a person they are. That's what I look into. Freedom Fire knows Judas Priest always a good choice. I need to get some Priest backing tracks. Oh, let's see. Nashikid, thank you. Faisal Shakuri, thank you, buddy. James R said his favorite band is Freedom. There you go, man. John MTZ, good to see you. DJB says that's what makes racism so dumb. Everyone has multiple races in their DNA. It's true. It's true. Evan Kelly says King Diamond. Yeah, buddy. Donald James said I grew up on that solo. Oh, yeah, buddy. I love that one, man. I remember me and my friends, when that album came out, we were trying to figure that out. I was the first one to figure it out, man, because I loved Andy. I loved Andy so much. Because I learned everything off of Abigail. Like, I could sit there and play Abigail front to back when I was like 16 or so. I loved it. Freedom knows King Diamond. No one sings higher than King Diamond. This is true. Not even Halford. That is 100% true. Halford can't hit the highs as good as he could back in the day. King Diamond can still hit the highs. Like a boss, man. Chris Everett says, come on, good people, double tap the screen for that amazing artist. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Bill Evans, thank you so much for that super chat, buddy. He says, flawless, been a guitar player for 60 years. Can't touch this. Respect, Rick. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you, brother. James Lar said he's part Finnish, too. That's awesome, dude. Haskiola. That's the only thing I know is Finnish. My grandpa, the only thing my grandpa always had was these Finnish black licorices. He messed me up all the time. Like, hey, you want some candy? I'm like, yeah, sure. You like licorice? I love licorice. Here, try this. It's like the worst thing you ever taste in your life. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Priam says he knows, right? He's sitting in the studio and he got Rick on the board, Mars. It sounds killer. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. DJ B. Oh, it's Dami J. He said that's my other channel. Okay, okay. Yeah, let me pop that up, brother. I'm gonna go to that channel. I got you, buddy. I'm gonna check you out. I'll even subscribe to you, my friend. Have yourself another subscriber, Dami J. We appreciate you, brother. If I can support you anyway, you know I will, man. Jake Five said his favorite band, System of a Down, tied for first place with you. I appreciate that, Jake. Jet Welk said, not gonna lie, you came across you, goated. We'll join tomorrow. Thanks, Jet. Braxton, thank you so much, brother. Anime Edit says, oh, so it was you and Tyler's stream. Oh yeah, I'm always hanging out there. I'm always lurking in Tyler's stream. Evan says, how scary was Abigail before internet and DVDs? I know, right? That's a freaky one. Oh, I dig salted black licorice. It was the worst tasting. I thought it was gonna be like some decent stuff. I said, hey, Grandpa, you got any red licorice? He's like, nope. This is what we eat. I was like, man, dude. I was like, couldn't do it. Yeah, Evan, Abigail is an amazing horror concept album. It's a story. I swear to God that someone should make a movie. They should take the Abigail album and make a movie from it. It'd be a killer horror movie. It'd be so good. There was one that was, I think Tom Hiddleston was in it, and I can't remember the name of it. It was very similar, very close. You're welcome, DJ Dami J. Appreciate you, brother. James Laura said, sometimes I like to hear metal real loud. Oh yeah, that's the only way we can hear it. Well, I'll tell you what, brother. Crank it up on this one, because this one's a heavy-duty jammer right here. This was the winner of the poll. It's Voltage. It's the last song of the night. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me tonight. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. If this song doesn't get you to subscribe, then I don't know what else will, honestly. But let's check it out. Voltage. Let's crank it up. Turn it up. Let's see them horns. Let's go. voltage, there you have it. And that is enough for me tonight. Cut out a little early. Gotta go sit down. I gotta be up at 10:30 in the morning. And work, man, work. But you gotta do it. You gotta work in this world. And I don't mind doing it, honestly. It's just the getting up early part. And early, 10:30 is early for me. I'm not a morning person. That's for sure, that's for sure. All right, let's see what we got here. Edward said, had to put up an email because you have no email, so I can send this to you and ask you. Oh yeah, dude, it's right on my channel. If you go to my page and you look for like the bio section and you click on it, it opens up, shows all my links. At the bottom, there's a thing that says business contact. Click here to see the email. You can do that. Otherwise, Edward, just find me on Facebook or Instagram. You can message me. I'm more than happy to check it out. Anthony Warren, I listened to him a little bit. Yeah, it's John Schaefer's band, right? Oh crap, who's the singer of that band? It was a European dude, man. Maybe singer for Rhapsody? I can't remember. But yeah, I remember hearing some of their stuff. Donald James, no, King Diamond, Stephen King, man, ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? I don't know where he gets it from. He comes up with some of the craziest stories, man. That Abigail story is crazy. The whole grandma, them and Conspiracy, back-to-back albums, it's insane. I don't know how he did it. Thank you, Nashiket. Thank you, James Lara. T-Bird says they could make a movie out of Queensrÿche Operation Rhino. They could, absolutely. That's an amazing, amazing concept record right there. Amazing one. Jake is vibing. Thank you. Hot diggity. DJ B, appreciate you. Jake's vibing said, I knew this one would be good. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Anti's got a message there to everyone. Welcome all visiting Peacefully from around the world. Rock steady and down in here. Evan Kelly said, Abigail was a dream that King Diamond woke up and wrote down the whole. Dang. That's insane, dude. Gloria knows that voltage. DJ B, thank you. Ito, thank you. Nashika, like the symbols on that. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, man, I swear, me working with Richard Christie for so long, he taught me so much, man. He taught me so much on like where his placement of symbols was and when he would go to a ride or when we do this. When it was, I picked his brain, like honestly, and then when we did the Holmes and Slice album, this band that I have, that we have an album coming out soon, Atma Anur, who was the drummer for Jason Becker, and he played with Cacophony. He's played with like a million shredders. Tony McAlpine, he made tons of shredders. He also, I picked his brain quite a bit too when we were cutting those drums. So I was like listening to drummers. I want to know because I want to try and make the best drum beats I can. I appreciate you noticing that, man. Very cool. Lisa, thank you so much. God bless you tonight. Thank you for hanging with us. We always appreciate you. Nashi Kid, thank you. Glenn Kamada got it there. He said 300 likes. We did it. Nice. Not too shabby for a Tuesday. Chris Arson, thank you, brother. Evan says most people have no idea how good King Diamond is. King Diamond writes almost all those riffs on guitar. Yeah, like Welcome Home. King Diamond wrote the riff. Halloween. He wrote that, man. Insane. MKN, appreciate you, buddy. James Lara, yeah, that's a new song. We wrote it maybe a month or two ago. It's a fun one. Jake's Five, appreciate it. Juji said, Juji woke up. She said, I gotta wake up for that one. Thank you, Juji. Daniel Richardson, thank you. IDGF Ninja, appreciate that. AHNYXX, he says peak. Thank you, buddy. I do appreciate that. DJ B, got a shout out to everyone, man. Thanks for hitting them 300 likes tonight. Truly appreciated. Juji got that voltage. She knows how I roll. Valen, thank you, buddy. Nashiket, thank you. Chris Everett, thank you. MKN, muchas gracias, amigo. Jake said some would say electric. Indeed. Thanks, Nathan V. Lisa says, have a blessed night, everyone. Stay safe and blessed. You know that's how we do. Jet Wicklock, thank you, buddy. MKN, thank you. Thank you, David Corsello. Nathan V, appreciate you there. Anti said, your voltage does not intimidate me. I know. I should have a mixture, voltage intimidator. That'd be the third. That'd be like the third song. James R. said, I work too much, but I don't want to be home. So I feel you, buddy. You got to work, man. Anti's got the link there for you, Edward. Look forward to seeing it, buddy. Ray Rodriguez, there you go, buddy. Arpejos. Good stuff. Gloria knows I'll be back live tomorrow. Let's make it 500 likes. Be here and share us out to everyone. Yeah, make sure. I'll be back on tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to shred it out some more for sure. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure and do so. Get your notifications on so you know what time I'm shredding. Appreciate it. DJ B will be back tomorrow. Good to see you. Ocean said he got to go, but he'll be back again. He subscribed. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you there. Donald James said King Diamond has some strange allegories with his stories too. He does, man. He does. Chris Everett, I appreciate you. Have a great night, my friend. Thanks, Nashi Cat. MKN, thank you, buddy. Hot Diggity, you're welcome. Appreciate you there. Donald says, do many bands send you material for guests? Early, like my first year, I was getting it out. I had 4 or 5 I did, but it's kind of tailed off after that. I haven't seen too many requests. And I'll be happy to do it, you know, but some people want more, like, well, can you play a solo? Yeah, sure. Okay, can you do a video? I'm like, yo, dude, you know, you got to tell me this in advance, you know. So people are kind of wacky with that. But, you know, if it's just a solo, I'm happy to play a solo on anything. I don't care, you know, it's what it is, you know. I can play on anything, you know, but you got to send me the stuff, you know. But I appreciate it, man. Anyone wants me to play on their record, let me know. Let me know. Hollow said, worked all day long, could go to bed, but I want to shred now. There you go, bud. Lex G, good morning, good to see you. T-Bird says 53K subs tomorrow. We'll do it. Have a great one. James Lar, I am selling albums, but they don't sell very well. That's a hard business, man, selling records. But yeah, it's on Amazon or iTunes. You can purchase it there for sure. Unfortunately, they would have to pay him and keep paying him, which stops the process. Yeah, I've done them all for free, honestly. And I said, if you make some money, don't forget about me. You know, that's all I ever ask. Because I know a lot of these. You know, I know how things go with people today. People think they record a song, they think it's going to do something, and I totally appreciate that, man. But 9 times out of 10, it goes nowhere. You know, it's just them putting it out. You know, it's hard. You have to have hundreds of thousands of people already following you because it's a 1% game in this world. So if you have 1,000 people, about 10 people are going to know about what you're doing. So it sucks, and that's just how social media works and algorithms work, sadly. Brand says, can you recommend some solos leads for someone that's learning guitar? I've been working on Paranoid. That's good. That's not a bad one. Yeah, any Ozzy, any Black Sabbath, old Black Sabbath is the best to learn, really. I'd say Deep Purple, but that's a little advanced with the soloing. Easy solos, man. Yeah, I'll stick to Black Sabbath. Good old Black Sabbath, man. All those solos are just pentatonics and stuff like that. Maybe some Iron Maiden. A couple Iron Maiden solos would be cool to learn too, man. Heber said he wouldn't mind having an actual physical CD. I got to look into that, but that's the problem, man. You know, people's like, I'll buy a CD. And then when I put the CD out, I have like, okay, you can buy CDs. Then those people don't find out about it. It's like, man, it's so tough. It's so tough. Music business is the most discouraging business of all. Trust me, everybody. And I've been doing this for a long time, man. But you just got to put yourself out there and do what you do and pray to God someone listens to it. And that's all that matters, really. James Lara knows music business ain't what it used to be. And that is the truth. That is the truth. Heber says that he don't do iTunes or any of that subscriptions. Yeah. If you have Amazon Music, you can free to listen to it. You can buy it off of Amazon too. But yeah, it's tough to find the right distribution, man. That's why record labels kind of come into play. They can distribute it the right way and promote it the right way for you, so more people know about it. Tough business, everybody. But you know, it's all about the love in the end. You got to do it for the love. Don said, I'll support Rick by supporting the channel, being a member, buying merch. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's how we do it, man. That's how we're doing it right now. I need to find a way to, you know, get megaton views on videos. That's my next trick, is to kind of convert my channel, keep doing the short videos, but also doing the long form videos, which those that make the biggest money. So I need to find something that makes me money on doing that. But yeah, for sure, man. It's all good. It's all good. We working hard, and we're gonna get there one way or the other, for sure. But hey, that's enough for me. Anti, Stardust, Gloria, Lisa. I think that's Juji, of course. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and moderating. We appreciate you. I am out of here. I'm gonna go sit on my couch for the next 3.5 hours and chill. But I want you all to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other, and I want you to take care of each other. That's all we got in this world. I'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we go, and hit them notifications so you know when I'm shredding. All right? Everyone take care of yourself, and we'll see you tomorrow, all right? Have a good one.